Before we go live tonight with Roxanne Starr in the Grovendale studio, there's just some time to look at what's coming next tomorrow on Channel 2. At 10:30 a.m., we continue our cooking endeavors in Yell's kitchen, where Chef Morton Grumsey will be constantly yelling at the most troublesome cook in the kitchen, Fanny Discuss, and teach her a thing or two about teamwork and discipline. Then at 2 p.m., we can enjoy a sweet, lovely time with Yum, as our two memorable duo, Yum and Ivan, try to figure out what other food does Yum like other than candy. And of course, let's not forget about Niphias and Buff, as Niphias figures out what they'll be doing today. Curious about what it is? Well, let's find out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Now, that's only some of tomorrow has to offer on Channel 2, but for tonight, it's time to sit down and have a chat with our lovely Roxanne in tonight's Starry episode of the Starry Night Show. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. Welcome to the Starry Night Show, the best and only talk show in Grovendale, with me, your beloved Roxanne Starr. Tonight, I'll be talking with... Sorry, we never did catch your real name. Oh, yeah, I'm not really ready to reveal my name to the public yet. So, for now, just call me by my YouTube channel name. Oh, come on, it won't hurt to just reveal your name. Sorry, Roxanne. Still no. You're gonna have to deal with it. Alright then. Tonight, I'll be talking with LazilyDoneAnimations from YouTube. Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you for having me here tonight, Roxanne. Huge fan of you and your show. Oh, please. I'm immune to cheap flattery. But thank you nevertheless. Well then, with that out of the way, let's get to the convo. But this time, things will be a little bit different, everybody. I don't think you can make interviews any different, but okay. Oh, I definitely can. So, you know we like to have segments in this show, yeah? Oh, of course. Segments like tell or do, do you prefer. Well, this first segment is normally a normal conversation, but for tonight, I've planned something different. Oh, is it related to that one post, the questions box post? Correcto! A few weeks ago, I sent a post where you folks could submit questions to be asked to our guest tonight. So, without further ado, bring in the questions box! I said, bring in the questions box! Everything okay? Just hold on a second, yeah? Manny, where's the box? I'm sorry, Miss Starr, we don't know where it went. What? How? We seem to have misplaced it. You all misplaced it, or you misplaced it? Every single episode something goes wrong because of you! You are so lucky that we don't work for Channel 3 because they would have sent us into a boot camp! What am I supposed to do now? Ask the guests some of your own questions. Stall the show. You're always good at that. Oh, for Christ's sake. Fine. But you better find that box soon because I can't stall forever. We've already lost valuable airtime because of your yes, ma'am. Hello again, everyone. So sorry I had to leave for a moment there. A few technical trolls happening behind the scenes. But we have to delay the questions box for now. So well, first, yes. Did you ever expect that your channel would attract any viewers whatsoever? Well, you know what? I had very low expectations when I first started my channel, So I only expected to reel in maybe just like 10 or 20 people in. I don't like to have high expectations because if I don't reach them, I'd feel pathetic. See. Well, turns out you attracted thousands of people instead. I certainly did. How did that feel? Well, we found it! Not now, Manny. Sorry. Please continue. Well, it felt nice. I mean, I didn't expect it, but it felt good. I wasn't jumping up and down or something like that, no. So, yeah, it felt accomplishing. Oh, that's nice. Congratulations on that, by the way. Thank you. So, what about that questions box? Oh, of course. Bring in the questions box! One more fuck up and you'll be in place in no time. Got that? Piss off. Well then, folks, here is the questions box you've all been waiting for. Your producer, I think? He seems... never mind him. He's fine. Anyway, before we actually start pulling out these cards, I'll actually put my questions in. Yes, multiple questions are allowed, folks. There we go. Now, first question, would you like to have the honors? Maybe you go first. You are the host after all. Alright then. I'll grab this one. Question from Who Is Used. What or who inspired you to create this channel, and can I get a shout out? This is an easy question. I'll explain from when I first wanted to start a YouTube channel. When I was a kid, I watched a lot, and I mean a lot, of Dan TDM. He is the diamond to my childhood, pun intended. And other than Dan, I also watched It's Funny, or The Crew, and Cub Scouts. They're the legends who inspired me to start a YouTube channel. I knew what kind of content to make. It was gaming. At the time I wanted to do gaming. But the problem was, I didn't know how YouTube channels worked. So I decided to put it on hold. And as years went by, I saw that animation channels are pretty entertaining, to me personally. And I was really interested in animation, so I thought I'd try it. I knew that animating would be very hard, but I decided to go for it anyway. Unfortunately, it was too difficult for me, so I decided to stop. It was a bummer. I love drawing, and I love writing stories, but I could not animate. And before any of you ask, I can't do comics. Oh, I was going to ask. Yeah. Well, I thought of a simpler way for me to express my abilities, and then I thought of comedy and low-quality channels. So I decided to try that in animation. The problem is, I couldn't find a way to make it low quality but also decent. So I decided to look for more inspiration. I was reminded of these two channels, HowDB and Nick Animate, and I thought, yes. But then I ran into another problem, which is taking inspiration without copying. Some people have already accused me of copying in the comments of one specific video. It's the Janssen 1980s mode video, isn't it? There are definitely a lot of similarities between my video and the original. But I swear I never intended to copy, and I never will. I do my best writing my own scripts, drawing the characters, backgrounds, etc. And not to mention, I despise people who copy. Originality is rare nowadays, as a wise girl once said. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I eventually figured out how to solve that problem by, well, I guess I already told you how. You mean about you doing your best doing the stuff you mentioned? Yes. Well, that's all I have to say on the matter. But, in a nutshell, the answer to your question is, my major inspirations for my channel are Dan TDM, It's Funny, Cub Scouts, HowDB, and Nick Animate. Oh, I never expected a question so simple to have an answer so detailed. I mean that in a good way. I hope I didn't offend you. No, you didn't. It's fine. Oh yeah. I almost forgot that they asked for a shout out. Roxanne? Can they? Yes. Absolutely. Shout out to Who's You Is. You said their name. Well, let's move on to the next question. You grab one from there this time. Yeah. Okay. Don't mind if I do. At S Halta here 4503 asks, how was your day? My day's been great. Thank you for asking. Okay. Would you like me to pull out the next one? Yeah. We'll take turns every time. Sounds good. Question from Deternift. Which one was your favorite to animate, and which one was the most painful to animate? Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, for my favorite one to animate, well, I loved all of them. But for me, it's either the closing shift, the karaoke, the Sims Logic Part 2 and 3, and, I hate to admit it, Yansim 1980 Spout. Out of all of those, which one's the most fun to animate? That's the problem, I can't choose. So that's the best answer you'll get. Anyway, for the most painful I had to animate, I'll go with, having a hard time with that too. Yeah. I'll go with the closing shift, I guess, because that was the only animation which I had intentions to abandon, so... Wait, but that one's also your top 5 favorites. I am aware, yeah. Because even though I wanted to stop working on it, I ended up not doing so, and I'm glad I didn't because it turned out decent. Well, I can kind of feel you there because there are times where I just wanted to abandon this whole talk show thing. Oh, why though? You run a great talk show, and you make a pretty good host. I know. But when something goes wrong, I'll admit, I can lose my marbles. My emotions get the better of me, that happens. But you know what keeps me going? My wonderful team, my guests, and my viewers. Without you all of this would have never happened. So thank you, all of you. Really? Miss Starr never said any of those things about us, or to us even. Isn't she always so mean to us? I'll be back. Hold on a moment, viewers. Miss Starr, what? Manny, you dumb shit. Your microphone is on. Oh, you know what? I have had just enough of your shit. You're fired. What? But take a hike, headset boy. Get out of my studio. Gonna need a producer now because that dumb rock was no good. Sound guy. Yeah? What is it, Roxanne? It's Miss Starr to you. Anyway, you're promoted. You're my producer now. Congrats, isn't that nice? What? But I'm just a sound guy. Well then, it's best if you adapt to your new position. Now, I gotta go back on stage. There's enough airtime to get away with that dumb shit. Sorry folks, I'm back. Had to step away there for a second. Anyway, where were we? What question were we on? We were on the 3rd question. Now it's time for the 4th. Ah, yes, of course. Who's pulling out the question this time? You? Me? It's me. Ah, okay, well then, go ahead. Okay. Oh, this question is from you, Roxanne. Oh, well, which one is it? Because I put 4 in there. Well, this one says, from all the ideas you have planned so far, which one are you most excited for? That's a good question. Well, they didn't call me the best of the best for nothing. Not even Jamie Fallon can top me. Well, out of all of them, I'm mostly looking forward to doing Killer Frequency and American Arcadia. But it's mostly Killer Frequency. Lovely! How many ideas have you got in store? No comment. What? Come on. Nuh-uh, not revealing it. Fine then. question from @Minton1989. Dream job other than YouTube? Well, easy question. Other than being a YouTuber, I also want to be an actor. I love acting and also voice acting. I'm just starting out, but I plan to grow my ability and improve. So if my voice acting is crappy here, just know that I'm only starting out. I see. Oh yeah, I also am considering to be a librarian because, well, if my sources are correct, being a librarian isn't too stressful. You work in a calm environment, surrounded by quietness and books and shelves. To me, it sounds nice. Oh, what a dream would that be. Yeah. And before you all say anything, I know being a librarian is more than just sitting in a room full of books behind a desk. Anyway. Well, another question from Roxanne Starr here. Have there been any ideas that you had to scrap? If so, which one made you feel disappointed because you had to scrap it? Well, I'd be lying if I said no. So yes, I had scrapped multiple ideas before, but the one that made me disappointed in having to scrap is Not for Broadcast. I love that game a lot, and I was thinking to make an animation of that, but it was just too much work and way too hard for me to figure out how to do it, especially with the multiple cameras. So yeah, it is a shame, really. I already drew some of the sprites and backgrounds and also completed some of the scripts. Anyway, Roxanne? It really is a shame to scrap something you've already pictured so well in your head because you can't execute it. Exactly. Anyway, next question. Oh, what a coincidence. Another question from me, pulled by me. Oh, wow. So, LDA, tell us a bit about your family. Sorry, Roxanne, I want to skip this one. Well, even if you don't like this question, you gotta answer it. Roxanne, I'm sorry, I can't answer this. Oh, come on. Just a little bit? No, I don't feel comfortable with that, okay? Personal reasons. Okay, gee. @Ninten1989 asks, I guess this person submitted more than one question. Anyway, this question of theirs is, do you do art outside of your animations? Maybe. Okay, yes, I like to draw characters, but I'm currently on hiatus from doing that because I'm just tired. I don't have the energy to do everything in the world. I mainly focus on making animations for you guys. Well, make sure you take a break. Wouldn't want you to overwork yourself. Will do. Anyway, Roxanne? Yep. Question from It's Me, the Andrea. How much time do you use to animate? Ooh. Well, Andrea, back when I was just starting out and was at the peak of my motivation for this YouTube channel, I would take at least 10 days to finish an animation. But now, because I've been getting more tired, more burnt out, my attention span is lower and so is my energy, it's hard to say because I'm not consistent at all with time. I don't have a schedule for my videos. I finish when I finish, and I post it when a video is ready to be posted. May I ask why? It's mainly because I got a lot of things to work on and low energy, mostly because of school. Not that I'm saying that everyone else has more free time than me, no. I'm just saying that I'm not the type of person to have the right amount of energy for that, especially because I work on everything on my own. So yeah, I am pretty inconsistent with all that. Another question from @Minton1989, sorry. They asked, favorite song? Well, buddy, the best answer I can give you is, I don't know. I listen to a lot of stuff. I listen to Fandroid, Random Encounters, Christmas songs, Try Everything, Happy, Firework, Waka Waka, and so many more. I guess my favorite song is whatever is good for me to listen to. Favorite song and music. I can relate. You agree with me? Yeah, I mean, why have a favorite on anything? Food, drink, song, or music, anything really. If it's good, enjoy it, am I right? Yeah, you're right. Question from @Jake soon to be Jack. When is basically Bonnie's Bakery going to come out? Honestly, I've been putting that aside so I can focus on other ideas because I've lost interest in Bonnie's Bakery and I don't really like making an animation about something I'm not interested in. So if you're disappointed about my decision, I'm sorry. No hard feelings. Dang. I was kinda looking forward to it. Sorry to disappoint, I guess? It's fine. It's your channel, you're the boss. Yet another one from @Ninta1989. This time it's, what's your favorite holiday? I mean, I love all of them, but I'll go with Christmas because, well, it's the most wonderful time of the year. I like the jolly and cheery nature of Christmas. Really? Like, you don't see anything bad about it? Like, at all? No, I don't. What don't you like about Christmas? Well, Christmas is fun, but it's those damn gypsies caroling all over the town that's ruining it for me. Like, seriously, why don't they just stick to singing in the church for Christ's sake? And the kind that I hate the most are the ones caroling door to door, expecting me to just have fidgy pudding prepared for their jolly little mouths. Like, why not make your own fidgy pudding, huh? Roxanne, you just said those things out loud. Oh. I'll just... This is the last one. It's from Roxanne. What do you think of Roxanne Starr, the host of the Starry Night Show, the best and only talk show in Grovendale? Well, if I had gotten this question first, my answer would be that she's a great talk show host, despite talking about herself a lot in some interviews. But I should have known that not everything is as it seems. So, now that I know some of Roxanne's true colors, I say some because there are probably still some hidden facts in you that haven't surfaced themselves. Roxanne Starr is your typical two-faced snub of a host. You speak highly of yourself and present yourself as a really great person in the public eye, but in private, you don't seem to truly respect anyone. No, I respect some people. Like yourself and anyone who benefits you, I assume? You don't even respect your guests, for Christ's sake. And it seems to me that you're also quite narcissistic, too. You're not above everyone else, Roxanne. You're not above me, not above that poor producer you fired, not above that sound guy, the audience, anyone. Wait. Just because the whole town loves you. Wait, how did you know about about you firing that producer? Manny was his name, right? Well, if you had remembered that your microphone pack was still on, none of us would have heard it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. One simple mistake can shatter one's reputation. May I get the sound guy, the new producer, I guess, up here, please? Yes? What's your name? Guy Sound. And I'm not the producer, I'm the sound guy. Oh, and for the record, Roxanne, the position's called floor manager, not producer. A producer is different. For the last time, it's... No, I am not calling you Miss Starr. I refuse to give you the same respect Manny gave you. You know, despite him making a lot of mistakes, he actually cared about you and this studio. He worked hard, and yet you fired him on the spot like that. Oh, come on! He respected you. He admired you. But did you give him the same respect? No. You just kept acting like an entitled brat and used him as a punching bag. It's what he deserves! It's not my fault he didn't work hard enough. Nothing's gonna convince you otherwise, huh? He worked very hard. He kept trying and trying to satisfy your needs. He wanted you to see him as worthy. He admitted that you were mean, but he thought that if you thought he was worthy, you'd treat him better. I felt sorry that he didn't know that you could be so awful. You say something like that again, and you are fired! No doubt your professional reputation has been ruined now, Roxanne. And I imagine your personal one, too. What did you need me up here for? I wanted you to say about how you truly felt about Roxanne, but you kind of already answered that. Well, I wouldn't mind saying it again. Roxanne is an awful person and a damn awful boss and host. She swears at her employees, talks about people behind their backs, treats us like garbage. She sometimes even ends up making the topic about herself instead of the guests. And if that isn't bad enough, she pressures her guests into answering questions they don't want. You saw that, I'm sure. I noticed her shifting the topic about herself, but I can't say the same for the pressuring part. It's because she knows the public will not like her for it. So she only pressures the guests lightly, or I guess nudging them is the more correct term. But yeah, she only does it lightly if they're still on stage. When the cameras are off and nobody's around, she'd pressure the guests until they break and answer her question. That is not true. Really? Then what if I showed this? Roxanne, I'm not comfortable with this. Is it really so hard, May? All I want you to do is answer one question. And I'm not comfortable with answering it. And how so, huh? I can't tell you. Personal and private matters. Well, you don't have a choice. What do you mean? You know, May, one of the biggest perks in being famous and loved by many people is that everyone will believe what you say. And you might also know that I'm good friends with Gerald, or as you may call him, Mayor Meyer. So, if I wanted, I could easily ruin your reputation and get you out of your job in a heartbeat. What? Think about it. The words of a famous and loved celebrity versus the words of a deputy mayor who always gets overlooked and underappreciated. Which one do you think the public will believe more? Okay, I'll answer. But please, don't tell it to anyone. Good. Now tell me, what? Thankfully, Roxanne actually didn't reveal it to the public. Now, even though I heard it all, I won't be telling anyone about what the question was or what Deputy Mayor Orton answered. I respect the privacy of others, unlike some people. Gosh. Wait, why did she pressure the Deputy Mayor to answer even though she wasn't going to reveal it to the public? That I'm not sure. It could have been for blackmail, or maybe it was just for the sake of it. Either way, she was going to do it to you too. I know she was. And about the talking about herself part, it was really a miracle that she didn't do it as much as she did during those other times. It's hard enduring with her but from now on, I won't have to endure it any longer. What? I quit. Wait. No, shut up. Just shut up, Roxanne. I don't want to hear anything from you again. How dare you? You take all that back right now or what? Huh? I no longer work for the Starry Night show. So what are you gonna do? You pathetic b****. And you know what? Here are more things I want to say to you before I walk out. You are a narcissistic, egotistic, and miserable human being and the worst boss I've ever f***ing had. You son of a... Vete pa'l carajo. I imagine the rest of your employees will follow suit. Good luck with everything from now on, Roxanne. Thank you for having me here in what I imagine will be the last ever episode of the Starry Night show. You don't have to bother with having 2 more segments for tonight's show. Just one is enough. Goodbye, Miss Starr.